Hey you guys, it's Chai and welcome back to my channel. Sorry, the camera, I'm just getting it set up and like my hair is, a little messy and stuff. But hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you anybody who subscribed to my channel. So today's topic for today's video, I feel like is gonna be very interesting, very, opinionated, but at the same time, it's just a good different perspective. My live, this one is not going to be this long. I'm trying to make it like 15, 20 minutes because the other two lives that I made were more than like 20 to almost 40 minutes. And who wants to hear me talk for 20, 40 minutes? So the topic is, sorry you guys, I'm just trying to make sure like I'm very situated. Topic is, can money buy you happiness? And I feel like this is very important to talk about. So I'm going to give you guys my opinion of it. First things first, I'm going to start off by saying, like, yes, I'm going to be very honest and just say yes. To me, I think money can buy you happiness. And let me explain to you why and where I'm coming from. And if anybody can relate, comment down below. Or if you disagree, comment down below. First things first, happiness. I don't know if a lot of people know what happiness is, or if people think that happiness is like, I don't know what your definition of happiness is. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and read up the word happiness so I can define what I'm trying to say to you guys without sounding like crazy. But happiness, my phone right here, it says happiness is a noun, and that is the state of being happy. And then the example they have was she struggled to find happiness in her life. And that's a good example, and that's what I'm gonna go off of. So happiness means the state of being happy. Can money make me be in a state of being happy? Yes. And this is why. My happiness is not through money. And I think that's where a lot of people are like, no, money cannot buy you happiness, or money is bad, or money is the devil, or it's the root to all evil. People who have never experienced money have that opinion. And I don't have a lot of money, but I know what it's like to have money one day, and I know what it's like to have money the next. And realistically, the reason why money can buy me happiness, or I believe it can for a lot of people, is one, you have to figure out what your happiness is. If you are materialistic and content with label and feel like those kind of items will make you happy, then for some people, the answer will be no. It's not really satisfying them. They're just content with it because they never had it before. I'm very humble. Like I said, I know what it's like to have money, and I know what it's like to not have money. So my definition of happiness is amongst myself. And that's what people need to start like figuring out first, is what is your happiness? You as a person, like if you were to look yourself right now, like I'm doing to you guys talking, like what makes you happy? What doesn't make you happy? If you figure out, you take the time to figure out what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy, you can separate that and see what your happiness is. For like example, my happiness, this is my opinion, so I'm gonna give you guys an honest, valid answer. What would make me happy is financially. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say financially. That's the last thing because this is what we're talking about. But one thing that would make me happy is just being healthy. So, for example, um, I have mild scoliosis. For anybody who knows what that is, I got into a really bad car accident, and like, I'm still in the process of trying to get my body back to the alignment and how it was. I'm not discouraged or I'm not like intimidated, but physically, if I'm in better health and physically my joints and my bones are not in pain, I will be happy. I'm kind of uncomfortable because of the physical pain that I have to have. So financially, if someone were to be like, hey, talk to Ty, here's some money to fix your scoliosis, doesn't mean that I'm happy because they gave me money, but it means the issue like was bothering me can be resolved. And that's happiness to me. It's not necessarily the fact that it's money, but your intentions and what you can do with the money. And that's another thing. Like people are like, oh, you think you can just buy your way. And like, for example, people are like, but what about celebrities who have trillions and millions of dollars and mentally they're depressed? Well, obviously that stuff around them is not their happiness. If those cars, those houses, those shoes, and everything that they're buying honestly and genuinely made them happy, they wouldn't be suicidal, they wouldn't be depressed. It's more than that. And that goes back to the definition of happiness, being in the state of being happy. So it's like you have to ask yourself, what is your happiness? Another example, stability. I would like to travel. I've been privileged to go outside the United States and live in different parts of the United States, but I would like to go further. I've been to certain parts, but there are certain places I have not been to, and I want to go to educate myself, learn about the culture, and experience. And financially, if I had the abundance to do so, I will be able to learn, I'll be able to educate myself, I'll be able to do what I have to do. So honestly, it just depends on what your happiness is. If you mentally feel like I have to buy this Fiji bottled water and I have to have this specific brand of hair, and you ask yourself, you buy that stuff, and then you ask yourself, am I happy or am I dissatisfied? And that's the thing, like happiness and satisfaction. You can be satisfied while being happy, but being happy is an emotion. You being satisfied, that's temporary. Your satisfaction could be temporary. Like you buying this Fiji water, you drink it, then what? You were satisfied for that moment, but are you happy? Is that what you wanted? And that goes back to your happiness. Like, honestly, I feel like, and once again, another example or perspective with money is that it can give people stability. Financially, having an abundance, you have stability. So, to me, money brings opportunities and it can bring you experience. If you're not already mentally trying to figure out what your happiness is, if you don't know what your happiness is and you buy a whole bunch of stuff, you're not going to be happy. Money in that situation will not bring you happiness because the stuff that you bought was materialistic. That doesn't define your happiness. If a BMW makes you happy, then buy the BMW. But don't buy it just because the satisfaction, that's not happiness. You're buying a BMW because that's your favorite car. You worked 60 hours, you took a bus to work, you walked to work, it was raining. That's made you happy. Like, what do you love? What do you appreciate? And with that being said, to me, like I said, for an example, if I want to travel, financially, if I have the abundance to travel, to go to Dubai, just to say Dubai, I'm able to experience a culture I've never seen. I'm able to learn about an environment I've never been exposed to. And that's a lot of opportunity as well as experience. It's not about, like I said, the satisfaction with the money. Because anybody who knows anything about money, unless you're financially stable, like most grown people are, it comes and goes. And you have to put your money in different outlets unless you save your money. If you don't save your money, number one, you can't make any money. And that goes back to happiness. Like people who don't have money, sometimes to me, because they never had the exposure, they don't know what it's like. So they just have this one-minded, one-sided opinion and perspective like, no, money cannot buy you happiness because you can get a boat, but you'll still mentally be upset. Well, that means you're not happy as a person, and that stuff, like I said, is just materialistic. What makes you happy? Like when you wake up in the morning, what makes you motivated? What excites you to do better? Is it your dog? Is it your cat? Is it your goldfish? Is it your brother, your aunt? Figure out what your happiness is. And you can start by doing that by practicing every day, by looking at yourself in the mirror or writing it down or speaking out loud, talking to yourself, talking to somebody and just basically, or yourself, and just basically ask yourself and be like, self, what do I like? What don't I like? If I act like this, will this be my outcome? Or if I do this, will this happen? You have to get to know yourself to figure out what your happiness is. A lot of people think happiness is a car, a house, and vacation. And those things could be happiness. But where are you at before you had the car? Where were you at before you had the vacation and the house? And that goes back to the definition. It's a noun. So, me personally, like I said earlier, I have mild scoliosis. Like, I know who I am. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed to say that, but I know how it makes me feel. Like, I have back problems sometimes. I'm in a lot of pain. Does that mean that I'm upset with myself or am I depressed? No. But I know physically, once I'm able to financially take care of that, all the pain that I suffered will make me happy. That brings joy. It's very simple, very simple. Like, it also depends on what you like. Like, you have to know yourself. I know myself to sit here and say, like, I have mild scoliosis and I get discomfort from it. But financially, my insurance comes through and was like, talk to Ty, we're gonna get this fixed. I'm able to use my body in ways how I wasn't able to use it before. Like I said, I have less problems physically. So that can be happiness. Or people be like I said, these lives, you guys, usually when I make my videos, the stuff that I read to you is my personal opinion. I just read it off of something, so I don't talk like right now, so it doesn't sound like messy or in circles. But I like the lives because you guys said that you guys like not just it's not scripted. And what I mean by scripted is my opinions. Like I said, I just write it down, so it sounds more professional. But right now, like I'm just all over the place. But I said, but it's like no, but okay, yeah, I'm gonna make this video like 20 minutes. So what else? What else can I say, you guys? What else can I say about money? Oh, another reason why I feel like money can buy you happiness is because, like I said, it comes and goes. Unless you are like Jeffree Star, hey Jeffrey, if you're watching this, or Bill Gates, or someone who's established, or your mom or your dad. Not saying your mom or dad are not like Jeffree Star or Bill Gates or anybody. Don't get offended. But if you don't have a source of income that's stable or have an abundance, you're living just to get by. And that's why I feel like people are like, no, money can't buy you happiness because you're not happy with yourself. You're not happy with your environment. Like, if you don't like where you're working, think about that. If you don't like what you do, think about that. If you don't like who you hang around, think about who you hang around. Think about what you are and who you are and your appreciation. Another reason why I feel like money can buy me happiness, like I said, I've had money before and I know what it's like to have nothing. So it's just like to know what it's like to have absolutely no money, like $0, $0. It's like you never had it. So what can you expect? That goes to show how humble you are as an individual or your priorities. If you come from less and you're like, hey, I'm okay with this shirt that I have on, and you get $500 and then a t-shirt that's like $350, you're like, no, I'd rather keep the shirt I have on because I'm happy. Like, your happiness takes time and your happiness comes from you. It depends on your priorities and what you want from yourself. Now, for the people who are saying that money cannot buy you happiness because let's say that, oh, you have money, you buy this, and now you just spent your money, and now you drunk it all, now you're not happy anymore. That just goes to show that money in that situation, you bought it because you had it. And that's the difference between having money and actually being happy with the money. I feel like a lot of people have money and they spend it on the things they feel like they want. But it's just like, is that what you need? And that's the thing, like, you buy what you need, you do what you have to do, buy what you need first. And then later in life, when you're fortunate to have an abundance, you buy what you want. So then you can say money does buy some people happiness because the simple needs and the basic needs in life for majority of people, or humans at least, is a roof over their head, clothes on their back, food in their belly. But because there's so much more than that now, like the validation from others or just in general, people are like, oh no, money cannot buy you happiness. Like, oh, I got this shirt, but let's say it gets a hole or I stained it, then what? Like, I just spent $30 on a shirt. Like, who told you to buy the shirt? And that goes back to your finances. Like, what do you buy? Can that really make you happy? Like, ask yourself that. Is the stuff I'm buying, is it making me happy? Or is it making me feel like I'm buying all this stuff? I have all this stuff. I should be happy. No, like a lot of people think like that. Oh, I have this car. I have this house. I have this hair. I have this Balenciaga. If you are not okay mentally as a person, you buying stuff, you're just buying it just because you have the finances to do so. You mentally have to figure out, okay, like, what do you desire? What do you offer? What could you do? And then figure out, like, okay, from this, what am I going to get from it? Like, me going to Dubai, is that going to bring me happiness? To me, yes, because I'm experiencing a different culture I've never been um, around before. I'm able to see life in a different perspective, like, rather it's the time of the day, the food that they eat, the clothes that they wear, the language they speak. What fascinates you? What is your happiness? Happiness is a noun. So I feel like if you take the time to figure out one, who you are by practicing, like talking to yourself, seeing out what your purpose is, or just, just taking some time to yourself and then be like, self, these are the things that I need in life. Work on that. Figure out what you need in life. So therefore later in life, you're able to get what you want. I'm not gonna sit there and say money, like if someone gave me $1 million and I bought a house and I just ran with it, automatically that will bring me happiness. It will give you more stability. I feel like financially having an abundance is good and it's stability. Like being financially stable, I'm pretty sure is a goal that everybody wants to have. Everybody wants to be financially stable so they can take care of themselves, enjoy their life, do what you want to do. Or for another example, let's say like you're really sick and like you just need like $10, $20 just to go to the doctors, and you're like, oh my God, I'm dying, I don't feel good, you're dramatic. Like emotionally, how do you feel? Emotionally, that discomfort you have, then let's say, boom, someone gives you $20 for you to go to the insurance and go to the doctors and you feel better. You feel better. It just depends on, like I said, your happiness. So, which is taking the time to figure out what you like and what you don't like and seeing if you can get anything from it. Like the reason why I said vacation, like my happiness is very simple. I just want to take care of my body, take care of my health, and the people I care about. So if that's something very little to me or very simple, financially, when I have an abundance, I will be able to do those things. I don't need to have a million houses. I don't need to have 1,000 cars because I'm only one person. So realistically, I can only drive one car one day because I'm not going to go through 10 cars just to be seen. That's doing too much. I don't have nowhere to go. So your values, your opinions, and your mentality, it all goes back to your mentality as well. Like, where's your mind at? What do you think about? Like, what does happiness mean to you? Even though I've read that and that's the like definition, standard definition, your happiness can be different. Your happiness could be like, I need to get my hair done. If I don't get my hair done, I'm not gonna feel happy. I'm gonna be depressed. I'm gonna feel miserable. And then you get your hair done and you're just like, oh my God, I feel better. And it's not about the money necessarily. I feel like it's the opportunity and the experience that it can give you. And that's why I feel like it can buy happiness. Not necessarily like, here's $10 and I'm gonna buy you, but the value behind it depends on your value. Like I said, me personally, somebody said, here, talks of pie, here's $3,000, go to Dubai right now. The value of this money to me is appreciation. It's not greed. It's not, oh my God, I just got $3,000 or however much money I said. It's not the validation. It's the appreciation and it's the experience behind it. Like, wow, someone just gave me $2,000. Now I get to go to Dubai. I get to go ride a camel. I get to go to the desert. I get to wear a turban. I get to, at certain times I have to wear a long sleeve shirt because, like I'm able to experience, I'm able to educate myself. I'm able to have an opportunity of a lifetime I never got to have because financially I was not able to do so. Like some people, they'll sit there and say, talks to how you sound crazy. How can money buy you happiness? How is that celebrities, they have all this stuff and like once again, those celebrities are not happy then. If you see somebody with a lot of money and mentally they're still upset, the stuff they're buying does not matter. And that goes to show that the stuff that they bought was not their happiness. That was not their happiness. Because if somebody's happy, you're happy. You smile, you laugh, you don't have any negative energy towards you. Like you're yourself, you're free, you're open, you're honest. So if you guys think money can buy you happiness, let me know in the comments. If you think it cannot buy you happiness, let me know in the comments. I went over my time a little bit already. I want to thank everyone who watched this. And sorry, like I said, I'm getting new to the lives. Sorry, it feels like in a circle. Usually, I read things nice and smooth for you guys so you guys have a good understanding, so it's no confusion. But if you think money can buy you happiness, let me know in the comments down below. And if you think it can't, let me know once again. I'm just going to say yes. I gave you guys like examples. Sorry if it sounds like choppy. Like I said, usually I have what I want to say written down so it sounds like professional, but YOLO. YOLO. You only live. Ooh, y'all my elbows. Actually, I just got out of the shower. Y'all only, you only live once. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I covered everything. I'm pretty sure I did. If not, I can always make a part 2. I'm trying to think, what else can money do for people? Like I said, cure people. If you have like any physical injuries, it can give you experience. It can give you opportunity. And what a lot of people, before I end this video, I feel like a lot of people feel like they're not where they need to be or they're not okay because financially they don't have the stability. And I know, depending on who you are, I can't speak for everybody, but to me, I feel like majority of us, if somebody sat there and said, hey, here's $1 million, take it. I'm pretty sure 99% of us are going to smile and figure out, oh, what am I going to do? Immediately. What am I going to do? Like, if you didn't have no money and someone just randomly gave you $1 million, like, you would be happy. Not because it was $1 million, but the fact that you had an experience you never had before. And I think that's important. I feel like that's important when it comes to having stability, like the appreciation and opportunities you get to use with it. Like it's not all bad. Like, and financially, when you get money and you save it and you're able to invest in it, I feel like that can buy a lot of people happiness because now you don't have to worry about trying to figure out where your income is coming from because you already have invested your money and your finances and it's just growing. So the problems or any burden that you had before that used to worry or had any doubt, like you're more at ease. You're more at ease, you're more comfortable. But I hope I said everything in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry, like I said, it was all over the place. And make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Tell your friends. Make sure to share it to everybody. And if you guys want more live videos, but you want me to be more professional, like in my other videos, let me know as well. Because like I said, this is just like random. This is random talks with Ty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you next time. Peace.